Hello guys, Fibroscan. Well, that's one of the 4 pillars that we want to reverse. Now you can go on our Facebook clubs. We've got libraries of Facebook clubs in the book, and I see them every night. They're starting to become a wake-up if you're diagnosed. And they go online and they talk about symptoms. Can anyone fix the symptoms? My symptoms. Is this fruit any good? They are now cut and paste their blood tests. Yep, in the clubs. And they're cut and paste their Fibroscan. Now, because they're a wake up. You know what? Are your GPs a wake up? Because RACGP says that GPs, the first line test for fatty liver is an ultrasound, and the second line test is ELF test and or Fibroscan or 2D shear wave, which is rubbish. Get the ultrasound, get your ELF test, get your Fibroscan. Because sometimes, like myself, 25.3, supposed to be F4 cirrhosis, that's the last one, it's come down from 75. It's been reversed. I hope it to be 18 under alcohol cirrhosis, back to F3. If it's not June, it'll be shortly after. It's coming down 2 kPa a month. So, but it's out of whack with the ELF test, which is 9.5, mine, coming down from 9.7, which is possible fibrosis, nowhere near cirrhosis. That's why you've got to get the all-round picture. And people are asking every night, my blood tests are normal, but my Fibroscan is 17, why? It's out of whack. Did you get an ELF test, mate? Oh no, no. Did you get an ultrasound? No, just blood tests and Fibroscan. Get the 4 of them, or get the 3 of them. Now this is not 100% accurate. If you're big and fat, they'll give you the XL, the extra large probe, this long, takes 10 seconds, and the IQR median's got to be below 30. I've got chapters on 2D shear wave. But even the RACGP says they're so unreliable. And guess what? There's 12 different machines for 2D shear wave. I just do a 2D shear wave for fun. Because they're rubbish. Because they're operator dependent. This is operator dependent, but only to a lesser degree. And theoretically, even though there's different machines, it's the same technology. You've got the little one. I almost bought one of these last December for 170,000 Australian dollars, because like Wayne Eskridge in America, he sees the best way to stop people from getting fibrosis or complications is measure the fibrosis. So it's liver stiffness that compares to fibrosis. And fibrosis is what causes you complications. F3 to F4, more complications. F4 to F3, less complications. So that's what you've got to do. Now, if you're fat, I don't use chat GTP much, but I like numbers. And it may be unreliable. So the IQR median might be above 30%, technically. That's it. Don't pay for it. Walk away. Well, you might still have to pay for it. If you've got ascites, it might be out of whack. So you've got inflammation, out of whack. But you know the machine that is smarter? The Fibroscan is called the MRE. We haven't got it in Brisbane. But I believe you've got it all over the world, everywhere else. And it does slices of the liver. This doesn't. And it's different kPAs, you see, but it's more accurate. It doesn't care if you're fat. It doesn't care if you've got ascites. It just does it. Different line, different band of KPAs. Now you're going to get your fat score and your KPAs. KPA came down, the fat went up a little bit for that one. So that's what you get. It's pretty simple. I can't stand, I call him the Gilligan Island professor. I went to him, my first private liver specialist, the professor. He said, I can't read scans, but he advertised falsely, false wording. It's ultrasound technology. Who gives a stuff, mate? It's not an ultrasound. That's fooling people into something you pay for but you're not getting. Ultrasound is totally different. I don't care what's inside of it. It's not pictures of your liver. It doesn't give you pictures. That's rubbish. It's not a picture of your liver. That's just a computer generated thing, and I wouldn't even give a lecture on that banding there. I wouldn't be bothered. It's no point. We're just after those two numbers, guys. So that's enough secrets for this one, guys. There's a lot more, because every chapter overlaps. Now you're going to see 60 success stories. Yep. We got doctors, that's in chapter 8. Doctors who have reversed cirrhosis, F4 down to F1 on the Medivir score. So this comes up with all the numbers and their different KPAs for the different etiologies, your causes. That's more information, but it's 18.5 for alcohol and something like 12.5 for some others. So they do vary, you see. But we've got dozens and dozens of people who have brought their Fibroscan down in their patient success stories. We've got Hofer et al. 2026 GPs, liver specialists, wake up. Know your studies. 600 guys on alcohol under the Bovino 7 rules. It's in the book. We keep up to date. The average was 65 Fibroscan, down to 23. Can you reverse fibrosis? We've got the medical studies in the book to reverse fibrosis. It's becoming more and more common knowledge. The secret is out. But we explain in the book why there's a time lag between your Fibroscan scores. You might see that fats content of 393 cuts out of 400 and he's only got a fibrosis score of 6.9. There's a reason for that. Find out in the book. So, yes, you want 600 guys proven under the Bovino concept, principles. The evidence is in the book. Producing Fibroscan. I thought I was Lonesome George. You know that guy, that turtle we had in Australia, lived to be 200 years old. He was the last of his species. Kept on trying to find a girlfriend. I thought it was only one. If you Google Fibroscan score coming 75 down to nothing, they're not there. They're only in Facebook. They're only in some studies. And that one is 600 guys went off the grog, 200 of them very, very successful, F4 back to F3, under the Bovino rules. And the Fibroscan went from 65 to 23 on average, 600 Fibroscans. Is that enough proof for you? Plus mine, 75 down to 25, not perfect yet. Is that enough proof for you? If you do something, your Fibroscan score is going to come down. It could take years. And I've got my theory on that in the book. So it's a bit slower, it's a bit like the turtle. So that's enough before the course, guys, so we'll see you in the course.